Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, in my hands is Planet Death #2. It is by Derek Kolstad and Robert Venditti. Tomas Giorello is the artist, Sonny Go is the colorist, Tom Napolitano is the letterer. Alright. So the first issue I said, this reminded me of, this was like Warhammer 40,000, the comic. You know, Warhammer 40,000 is a property that's been around for, about 40 years at this point. There's been comics that have come out. Unfortunately, the comics never quite clicked. It's been kind of a fascinating thing. For such an amazing world, so like just the comics just generally have fumbled. They've been good comics, but they've never really caught on like you'd think they would. Planet Death feels like Warhammer 40,000, the comic, done right. But throw in Gears of War, throw in All You Need Is Kill. That's what they, like, if any of those three properties sound interesting to you, you're gonna dig this. I mean, this is people in power suits, like, jacking up aliens, just eviscerating them, big guns, completely exaggerated. It's solid. I like it. I mean, so the thing that's thing I said about the first issue was it was a lot more flash than the story. The second one is interesting because it picks up like a lot from that first issue, in that this isn't one that you're looking for depth. It is a story where what I think has come very clear in the second issue is a soldier who is being driven, who is focused on completing his mission, and the second issue I think picks up a lot on that first. Like, the first was him very focused on his family, his kids, like getting back to his home. The second one continues that to some extent, and then takes it to the next step a little bit. It's not so much that there's little character development, that there's little background. It's just the main character in this is just so hyper focused and needing this to get through his mission. And I think that it becomes very clear in the second issue because of that's the reality of it. But he has a mission. It's going to go destroy a big giant gun. So how's he going to go about that? As I said, like, much like the first issue, this is very flashy. Like, the art is unfriggin' real at times. I'm going to show off some really cool art. I think it's really cool art. But again, like, if you like Warhammer 40,000, if you like Gears of War, if you like All You Need Is Kill, you're gonna dig this. This is aesthetic is very similar. Like, the concepts are very similar. Like, it's just, this is, straight up, 90s bombastic in, like, the best of ways. 90s for me was all art and just over the top storytelling and big explosions, big pecs, big guns. This kind of continues that in some ways, but not necessarily like in a completely void and vapid sort of way. Like, there's just something about this that works that didn't back then. As I said, the art is just unfreaking real. It's so good, and I really like it. Like, this is the art. This is where I'm going to leave it off. I think this art is so freaking cool. If you don't dig this image, you're probably not going to like the comic as a whole. But I think what I like is, like, where I said the first one didn't quite have like super tons of depth. The second one is starting to have that. It's where it's interesting, and I don't want to spoil things. Like, as I said, he was focused on his family at first. We kind of get like a next step of that in the second with some sadness. You can actually get a little bit of emotion, and then the scene I kind of showed there has a little tie-in on that, of that focus on family. It's really interesting. So it's a comic that, like, that doesn't maybe surface level feels like it's all visuals and flash and big guns and big pecs and big explosions, all that, but like slowly I think it's showing there's much more to it, and it's much smarter than just a straight up action film where shit get blown up and aliens get cooked and tons of crazy scenarios and stuff like that. It's good. I mean, the thing that I'm coming out of this is, like, there should be a Warhammer 40,000 comic, and this should be the team doing it, like, straight up. Like, I would throw that right there. Probably should do a whole other video about how that property is just not gone anywhere when it comes to comics, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, I mean, if you like All You Need Is Kill, you like Warhammer 4000, you like Gears of War, you're gonna dig this. It's really not that complicated. Great art, interesting storytelling that's growing on me a lot. A lot more depth than I expected in the second issue. I'm excited to see where it goes. Also feels like it just feels like a little bit thicker. I think this is a bigger issue than you would normally get. Just well done. I mean, Bad Ideas like does some really interesting packaging and puts some comics together beautifully. So yeah, you can go get this. It's out in shops. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We got some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage, and by doing that, you help support our site. So thank you very much for that. And just watching our videos support us as always. So thank you. If you are into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Till next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.